Happy Death Day is a movie about a character named Gelbman. She's stuck in a time loop where she always wakes up on her birthday in the bed of an old friend named Carter, after a masked killer suddenly takes her life in a brutal attack. Now, Tree relived the same day over and over until she solved her own murder. So who is the killer? Why he or she wants to kill her and how she figures out? Are you excited to know all this? So let's start.
Happy birthday.
I've already lived through this day. Somebody's gonna kill me tonight.
Movie starts off at 18th date. There we see a gift with nickname Tree. Has her birthday today, but she's yet hungover from her previous night. That's why her old roommate Carter has taken her to his dorm room. Tree asks for a painkiller and Carter hands it to her. Tree declines her dad's call and steps outside, asking Carter not to tell anyone that she was there. Ryan is coming in, but she ignores him and goes outside. She sees a student surveying and she ignores her. Then she sees a couple wet under the sprinkler. Then she sees a boy passing out. Tim asks Tree that why didn't she pick up the call. She rebukes him and moves ahead. Then she sees a girl in headphones. She says hi to Tree. She ignores her and goes to her room to get ready for class. Her roommate Lori, who's a nurse, gives her a cupcake. She had seen her birthday from her license. Tree throws it in the basket because she doesn't want to gain weight. After the class, Professor Gregory goes to his office with Tree. Gregory is married, but yet he's in an affair with Tree. Tree leaves when his wife Stephanie arrives. She meets her sorority sisters. Danielle mocks Becky for eating junk and Becky leaves in anger. But she runs into Carter and all her food falls onto Tree. Tree takes Carter to a corner, so no one knows that she spent the night in his room. She then takes her jewelry from him. Danielle invites Tree to her party and she then gets ready to go for the party. She gets a call from David who says that he kept waiting for her at lunch. She hangs up and moves ahead. She hears sound of a music box from the tunnel. She gets near it and sees a man wearing a baby's mask. She threatens him of calling the police and he flees away. Tree is leaving. The man wearing mask then attacks her. She then wakes up again in Carter's room. It is all Greek to Tree. She realizes that everything's repeating and she leaves anxiously. She sees the same old people and goes to her room where Lori gives her the cupcake. She doesn't throw it away but doesn't eat it either. Then she goes to her class. She's with Gregory when Stephanie comes in and Tree goes to the sisters. Everything is repeating. Tree stops Becky from running into Carter. Tunnel then takes another way instead of tunnel and goes to the party. She sees a man wearing mask. She thinks he's the murderer and hits him, but he's Danielle's boyfriend. She sees that everyone has thrown a surprise party for her. Then she goes with Nick to his room. Nick is watching the mask and Tree is looking at Danielle's messages. The murderer comes in and kills Nick. Then he kills Tree as well. Tree again wails up in Carter's room at 18th and she's again worried about it all. She ignores everything and goes to her room. She tells Lori that someone is after her. Lori consoles her and asks her to take a break and rest. Then Tori goes to her room and locks it with a board on it, so that no one can disturb her. At night, she hears something from the balcony and she's looking to see what it is. Then again, she gets killed and she wakes up at Carter's room. She's convinced that she's in a time loop. Then she takes Carter to a cafe with her. She tells it to Carter. He doesn't believe. He thinks that someone might want to kill her on her birthday. She should make a list that who wants to kill her amongst her friends. She creates a list and keeps an eye on them, but she gets killed every time. First of all, she sees Tim. He's interested in boys. Killers kills her during that. She has her next suspicion over Stephanie, but she sees her standing away while being killed. Next is Danielle. They both fight and get killed by a bus. Now Tree has become so weak after being killed every day, so she's taken to the hospital. Carter has showed up and also Lori has come to see her, who works for Gregory. Gregory consoles her and tells her that she'd be alright. She thinks that it can be Gregory as well and so sends him out to get a drink. She checks Gregory's office where she sees a baby mask. She's now more suspicious of him and she's running away taking his car keys. Killer kills Gregory just in front of Tree. She takes Gregory's car and flees from there. She's then pulled over by police for speeding. She says that she's drunk to escape the killer, but then police's car crashes with killer's car. Gas leaks and killer throws a birthday candle over it. She then again wakes up at Carter's. She knows Painkiller's location, Ryan's arrival, and every other thing. She then shows him everything happening. He gets surprised but then believes her. Carter takes her to a restaurant where she tells him that her late mom's birthday comes with her. They used to celebrate together, but then she changed because her relation with David turned bad. She behaves to everyone rudely. Carter is consoling her when Tree looks at the news on screen. She sees that murderer of 6 girls' Toombs is admitted in their own campus hospital. She thinks that he's the man who'd kill her, and so she goes to the hospital with Carter. But Toombs has already ran away from the hospital. Tree has picked up an axe to save herself. Toombs come there and Carter attacks Toombs to save Tree. He kills Carter. She's about to kill him, but she realizes that if time loop stopped, Carter would stay dead. Then she kills herself again. She wakes up once again and hugs Carter happily. But Carter doesn't remember anything. Tree leaves the room and she looks so happy because she knows who the killer is. Tree talks to everyone politely, including Lori. Lori is surprised to see that, but she takes the cupcake and goes to Gregory. She goes to Gregory and ends the affair with him. Then she goes to Sisters and eats junk with them. Then she stops Becky and throws her food over Danielle and insults her. She then kisses Carter and asks him to celebrate the birthday with her. She then goes to the restaurant where David is waiting and they happily spend the time together. Their relationship is now back normal. She then goes to the hospital and takes Guard's gun and goes to Toombs, who's asleep. She shoots at Toombs, but the gun isn't working. Toombs tell her that the gun has safety lock. He then attacks her and is about to kill her when Tree's alarm comes off, that she had put as a reminder when the light would go off. Light goes off and Tree takes that advantage and shoots him. Tree is happy and she goes to Carter and celebrates her birthday with Lori's cupcake. They fall asleep, but Tree then again wakes up at 18th. Then again she goes to her room and Lori gives her a cupcake. And now she's aware of everything. Lori is actually her killer who first wanted her to die with her cupcake, but then she used her nursing job. And she puts all the blame on Toombs. She says it all to Lori, but she denies. She says that she'll take the cupcake to police. Lori attacks at her. They fight and Tree asks her why she did it all. She says that she had an affair with Gregory, but he broke up and started an affair with Tree. Tree thinks that it is a very stupid reason. Lori is about to kill her when they hear Danielle's voice. Lori gets distracted. Tree thrusts cupcake in her mouth. She throws her out the window after hitting her. Tree is then sitting in the restaurant with Carter where they're listening to the whole incident in news. Carter then asks her to come with him and she accompanies him. But when she wakes up the next day, she's scared that the day has started again. But it is Carter's prank. She takes a sigh of relief after that, and movie ends there.